am Dr. Shailendra Singh, consultant cardiologist and an interventional cardiologist at Sunshine Hospital, Secunderabad. Yeah, the heart failure is basically because the heart pumps the blood. Now the heart, the blood that goes around in the body is commensurate to the metabolic needs of the body. Now, whenever there is a heart failure, there is not enough blood going through. It is commensurate to the metabolic needs of the body. Therefore, the heart is unable to pump blood that is needed to meet the metabolic demands of the body. This can happen because of two things. One is because of reduced pumping of the heart muscle function, so pumping function being defective and it is not able to pump enough blood into the aorta. Or second thing is, it can be, so if the filling of the heart is affected, or the filling pressure, the pressure at which it fills gets affected, that also can lead to heart failure. Symptoms of heart failure are breathlessness, number one, and then you can have swelling of the legs, and then you can have palpitation. Easy fatigability is another important symptom. When these symptoms occur, it may point towards cardiac involvement and it needs to be investigated for heart. The incidence of heart failure in India is around 1 to 2%. And when there is heart failure, may require hospitalization. If the heart failure is severe, may require hospitalization and also can be risky to life. Therefore, if there is a small percentage of patients, it can be very severe, then it can be risky to the life. So who is at risk of developing heart failure is an important question. It means who are the patients who are likely to go into heart failure. These are people with uncontrolled blood pressure, uncontrolled diabetes, or patients who had heart attack previously. They may go into heart failure, or those patients with birth defects. Children with birth defects may at later stage of life go into an heart failure. So any structural abnormality in the heart or abnormal load on the heart can lead to heart failure. So early recognition of symptom is very, very important. If you recognize the symptoms early, it is easily treatable. So if you are having breathlessness or easy fatigability, suppose you are hypertensive, long-standing, and then you are getting easy fatigability or breathlessness on walking, swelling of the feet, it needs to be investigated. You need to be investigated. What is the best way to investigate heart failure? And the heart failure can be investigated by first physical examination of the patient is very important by the doctor. After that, they will look at a biomarker called NT-proBNP. At high biomarker levels indicate heart failure. And also they will do a test like ultrasound of the heart, which is called echocardiogram. So ECG, echocardiogram, NT-proBNP, and many other tests are there which can be done to detect and treat heart. Yeah, I think once a heart failure is diagnosed, it is very important that once heart failure is diagnosed, like for example, I told you heart failure can be diagnosed by doing a test called NT-proBNP, a biomarker level, and do an ultrasound of the heart called echocardiogram and ECG, and many other tests. Once it is diagnosed, it is very important to treat it. Now, treatment is fairly simple. First is important is lifestyle. Lifestyle means it is important, like habits like smoking, drinking alcohol have to be given up. And then you have to restrict your salt intake, and in severe cases we may restrict fluid intake also. These are the lifestyle changes that requires to be done. How much exercise you can do, how much exercise is to be done will be determined by the doctor, and then he will prescribe exercise for you so that you know how much to exercise it and how to update your exercise. And second thing is there are very good medication available, and medication has to be taken in patients with heart failure. Medication have to be taken There are newer medications which are very, very useful in improving the pumping function of the heart and reducing the metabolic effects of heart failure. So these are very good medicines available now. And apart from lifestyle changes, the medication, there is also a device therapy. In some patients, not in every patient with heart failure needs it, but some patients may need it. It is a sort of a pacemaker that can be kept, and that will improve the pumping function of the heart. It is not needed in every heart failure patient, but in some patients when we evaluate them for heart failure. So it is very important that these patients should go through all this treatment, and compliance of medication is very, very important treatment of heart failure. Living with heart failure is to follow the lifestyle advice given by the doctor. Continue the medication uninterruptedly. Don't interrupt your medication. Very important to continue the medications regularly. And then if these two things are done, I think 70-80% of heart failure is managed very well. And then if you require a device therapy, etc., the doctor will advise you. And then routine monitoring is very important. Patient should go there. There should be a periodic visit to your physician who will check your weight and check your status and physical examination if necessary, and echocardiogram, and then give you medication and may titrate the medication that you need. So it is very important that regular visits to the physician should not be avoided. Yeah. Yeah, you can make the heart stronger by detecting hypertension early and treating it early, detecting diabetes early and treating it early. By doing this, you can prevent heart failure. There are certain tests that they do, biomarker tests, that will give an early warning that the patient is going into heart failure, and therefore medication can be started to arrest it or to prevent you from going into frank heart failure. And therefore, it is very important that you have to take regular medication and regular visits to the doctor, and the dietary and the lifestyle precautions need to be taken.